Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Halftorqued, the Halftorqued podcast. My name is Jeremy Ray Taylor.
I'm just Matt.
Matt what?
I'm like Prince before he just turned into a symbol. I'm just Matt.
Before you turn into a symbol? What does that mean?
Yeah, so like at one time Prince became the artist formerly known as, and he had just like a symbol.
Like an at sign or something?
It was before that, but yeah, it was some weird.
Before at signs?
This is way before that. Look, he pulled it up already. There it is. That was him. That was his name. His name was just the sign.
His name was that.
I don't know what it is, but
how do you pronounce it? Prince.
Prince. Yep.
Yeah, you don't
Paul
say
Prince,
it. You just show it.
You just show it.
Wow, that's
Yep.
what he stood for, huh?
Yeah, at one time, the Jews had a thing. Never mind. We will not talk about that right now.
Okay. Did he sing Chocolate Rain?
Chocolate Rain.
Kidding. All right, what are we starting with, Matt? You want me to talk? You want me to start?
Yeah, so Jeremy's going to kind of run this one because he's prepared. So we're going to talk about
When you say that, it makes me think I'm not prepared. Because I'm not prepared.
Just because you got your grocery list up right there, that didn't have anything to do with the podcast.
It's on my grocery list.
It says tater tots and Funyuns.
That would not be on my
That's disgusting.
Funyuns. Yoo-hoos would be. Matt,
I had a Yoo-hoo.
I literally brought a Yoo-hoo out to the shop today. True story. And he said, you didn't get me one? I said, I can grab you one, but you should ask for one.
The can's right there.
You should ask for one. Stupid. And then all of a sudden, he's like, oh, I didn't want one anyway. Okay, great. Cool. You know what I turn around to see? Him popping it open and chugging it.
Yeah,
Anyways.
I didn't want it until he was rude.
We are talking about the Supra today. In honor of the GTR being in the back, we're going to talk about the Supra. Oh, John has Yoo-hoo pulled up. Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo, sponsor us, please.
If you would like to donate a Yoo-hoo to Jeremy, just shoot me a message and I'll get you his address.
Matt's going to donate a Yoo-hoo to Jeremy because he took one from Jeremy. You don't take things from people.
I like Yoo-hoo, man.
Yeah.
My buddy Barrett
I know you
says
like
that
me.
his Yoo-hoo, that he brought me Yoo-hoo when I had cancer. And
I got dark. Okay.
No, it's not dark. There's literally nothing dark about me having cancer. It was pretty funny. Times. It really was. Anyway.
Keep going.
But yeah, he brought me some Yoo-hoo, and like a couple of days later, I found out I was in remission, and so he's like, "Yeah, my Yoo-hoo cured your
Fixed
cancer."
your life.
So it's been well, no, it went downhill from there, but
Oh, yeah.
until I met my wife.
Man. All right. Let's talk about cars, I guess.
Oh yeah, we don't want to talk about my nut.
No, not really.
Rest in peace to the right nut.
Is it the right one?
It was, yes.
Not the wrong one?
Thank God it was the right one, you know? Anyway, this has started off weird.
So instead of restarting, we're going to talk about the Supra. The Supra is officially,
Ending.
I want to say over, but it's not, I guess.
Nah, it'll be back.
I also want to point out that John has a little screen down there that says topic. I'm assuming that means stay on. Anyways, so the Supra is officially over.
Is it, though? The Mark V is over. The A90.
Correct.
Yeah.
Why did they call it the A90 and the Mark V? Why would they have two different chassis codes?
Mark V is not chassis code. It's
Generation?
It's just generation. But, you know, one thing that I've wondered about it is when the 2020 came out as the A90, they released the A91 edition.
Right, yeah, the carbon fiber one or whatever.
Well, there was a carbon fiber, the whatever they called that one, and then there was the A91 edition. What's the difference? Like, why is it not an A90?
I have no clue. John, you want to look up the difference between an A90 and A91?
Sure.
I thought, though, the A91 was just the carbon fiber edition.
There's
Am I
a
wrong?
carbon fiber edition, and then there was an A91 because when I bought my car, I considered getting a Supra, and I was going to get the A91 because of this color blue that came in. And then it had these stripes on the C-pillar that they had put on those.
Inside or outside?
On the outside.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, I don't really understand what it was, but boy, John's not on the game today. He's quick to pull up the topic thing, but
the A90 are 2020 and older, with a 2-port B5830C engine and may require a bench unlock.
Versus the 6-port?
A91
instead of
are
femto.
2021 come with the 6-port B58.
So that's the difference.
Yeah, and will need a femto unlock to be tunable.
Okay.
The 6-port engine is considered better, but the cost
Right.
of the femto unlock may be a concern.
So the 2020 is the only A90 then. So the rest of them are all A91s.
I guess so.
It's weird.
So the A90 was discontinued a long time ago.
Yeah, strange.
So the A91 is officially ending, and they are releasing a new edition called the Final Edition
And?
the Evolution Edition,
No, just Evo.
Evo Edition.
Yeah. They never called it the Evolution. Gosh, that's pretty.
Okay, I want to talk about thoughts.
Go ahead and talk
'Cause I
about the
got a few
wings.
of
I know you want to get that out of the way. It looks like your wing, but smaller.
That's my problem, I think.
I've heard that a lot.
So if you scroll through those pictures and find that up close to that wing, because it's pretty rough. I like the wing design.
Wing, not wang, John.
My problem is it's got to be... Golly, guys. This is already a really bad one.
This is what Yoo-Hoo does to me.
It's going to be a rough one.
The wing is too small for that chaotic of a design.
What if it's not? What if it's... I mean, it's not. There's no design. I'm sure they didn't design it. They just did it based off looks.
Right.
But what if it were, though? You know what I mean? Like, what if it's on that car and it serves a purpose and it makes the car faster on a track or something? I know it doesn't.
I guess so, but the swan neck doesn't help with that. I mean, there's...
What is it about the swan neck again? It's the way it's... Because when you mount them as in a swan neck style, it changes something with the downforce.
You think it'd be worse.
But it was a lot better from... I think it was McLaren that started it or had tested it, and the swan... maybe it was Porsche, but one of them had tested it, I believe, that the swan neck was... Dang it, I wish I could really remember that because that's interesting.
I have no clue. I didn't realize that a swan neck actually served any purpose. I thought
It does. It was something... I want to say it was McLaren, but it could have been Porsche because, I mean, those two are at the top when it comes to aerodynamics. But I swear that something about the swan neck design was able to create more downforce because of the way it's designed and the way it sits instead of sitting on top of pedestals it hangs from it or something like that. But I can't remember exactly.
Weird.
Yep.
Maybe it gives it more maneuverability, or like there's like just a little budge because it's not pushed up from the bottom; it's held from the top.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
So that's the wing. Now listen, I love swan neck wings; they're definitely my favorite, like by far. But when it's that small, it's also too close to the car. Like it should be higher up on that wing. But
I like it.
I don't mind it, but it's definitely not. It's no Adro, that's for sure.
No.
And I feel like don't do a swan neck unless you're going to go all out, I suppose.
Unless, like I said, and I know it's not, but if it was something that they had tested,
True,
and it's that size for a specific reason, because if that was a McLaren or a Porsche, it would be that way for a reason. Sure. And I just don't think Toyota's doing that.
That's fair. I mean, I guess that stands to be corrected.
I would much rather take that wing off and put yours on that car.
Yeah.
Because that would be killer.
Yeah, that's just so... it also does like this kind of thing, which... I don't know. It's almost like the swan neck is too... It's like inverted. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like there's a point. Like it does this whole thing, and it's like forward. I don't know. I don't feel like it works. However, there are very cool aspects of the car. I love the canards.
What'd that guy call it earlier? Canards or something like
canards
that.
Canards or
Got my canards on the front.
It's canards.
Ow, you little shit. Sorry. I was attacked.
Wow.
Love you, Enzo.
That is cool.
I do love that, yeah.
So that's awesome. The seats are
amazing.
Oh my gosh, so beautiful. I can't wait to buy them.
Yes. You're not going to buy them.
No, I'm not going to buy them. If I buy those, I'd buy them custom because I don't want red anyway. But those are beautiful. Probably really uncomfortable. But who cares? It looks so sexy.
Can you imagine riding in that on the way back from Maryland?
That would have sucked. I mean, it already sucked. That probably would have made it better, to be honest.
So is the driver red and the passenger black?
Yep.
Yes, because it's obviously the opposite side of the road. In those pictures, which leads me to my next point. These are apparently not coming to America. Yeah, that's the cockpit, which is so
that looks
pretty.
so cool.
I love the red Alcantara. That's so nice. I guess it comes in manual only. I didn't even think about that.
That's all right.
That's all right. Not a problem.
You know, automatics aren't even on my radar, man.
No, I hate automatics. Why would you ever own an automatic? AMG GT Black Series?
Can't afford it, so it's not on my radar.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking to you, Garrett.
Yeah, the whole automatic versus manual debate is a whole other video that we could go on and on about. But
that's all it will ever be is a debate because no one's right, no one's wrong.
no, there absolutely is the right answer, and it's the fact that automatics are faster. Period.
I don't think there's a right answer though.
Okay.
They are faster, but that doesn't mean it's a better car.
Okay.
It doesn't. My
Okay.
car's faster than yours. Are you saying the GTR is better than your Supra?
No, but that's not coming down to manual and automatic. It's like,
According to you, it is because you said I wasn't in manual mode.
yeah. I mean, listen. I need to fix my transmission tune.
I just keep waiting for you. Keep waiting for you to tell me something about gapping me with your 5.
Oh yeah, dude, I gapped him with my 5 yesterday. That was insane.
Mhm,
It's
yeah.
crazy. My Supra gets gapped and my 5 just leaves him in the dust.
Yep.
That's why you stay in sport mode all the time, ladies and gentlemen, because you never know when someone's gonna pull on you.
I don't know that I've ever been in sport mode in the car when the Supra was beside me.
Okay. Yeah. Keep going, Matt. Keep going. So this Supra gets a big horsepower bump. It goes from 370 to like 412,
It's
something
like
like that.
380 to 429.
And the A90s had
335.
335, which is the same as the 5 series.
But they were underrated.
Yes, heavily.
Yep.
You throw a piggyback tuner and you're at like 450.
I mean, even from the factory, completely stock, those things were making a lot more power on the dyno when they first came out.
Right. Like, yeah, they definitely understated what the
You know
car made.
what I found weird on this new Supra is the hood scoop.
The hood scoop is weird.
I didn't realize until we were watching that video earlier that when it's on, it's basically for looks.
Mm-hmm.
But then you take it off to get the benefit of the added cooling, which is really weird. Like,
Really weird.
I'd probably just take it off.
Yeah, but what does it look like under there? There's no way it looks good. It probably just looks like a sawzalled hole. It's carbon, though, so I don't really care. Leave it on. I love carbon.
Do you?
I love carbon.
We have a video out about some carbon.
We do have some video about.
Yeah.
Shout out Rexpeed. Rexpeed's the best carbon ever. Buy Rexpeed.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff.
Yes,
Can't wait
they
to get
do.
more on the channel from him.
Absolutely. We actually just posted something the day before this came out about it, hopefully.
Yeah, I got a couple pictures today, too, that I got to work on.
Faux shizzle.
But we're going to do some more with the banners.
We got
gotta
banners.
Get your banners on, yeah.
Sorry, save the self-promo for the end.
Nah, we do that all the time. all the time.
On top of the final edition, they also made a upgraded version for the base model. So I don't really know much about this one. Do you remember what he was saying about what this model was?
It's got a little more power, but I don't remember what it was because he was talking Newton meters and whatnot. But,
Right, yeah.
And then there's the Evo version, which is a lightweight version. But he didn't go into detail on that one.
Right. So I don't really know what the other special editions are. I'm assuming they're not going to drop very many.
Or in America at all.
Right. So what I've kind of been hearing is that the hope is that, what is it, Gazoo Racing? Is that who's making it? I know that there's a Gazoo Racing of America. And Gazoo Racing is making these cars. So we're hoping that there's a second final edition that's coming to America only. I mean, I don't care where it goes as long as it comes here. But it's definitely a bummer that they're leaving the American market out of it. I don't understand. I don't know. I feel like the American market's pretty large. But I also know that the Supra sale is kind of tanked
Yeah.
hard. And the prices dropped like crazy for a while there. So maybe they're just not risking it.
Who knows, man?
But I don't know. Japan and Europe.
So many people.
Japan makes sense. But
So many people sleep on the Supra just because, it's got a BMW motor in it. Nobody had a problem with BMW until it was in a Supra.
Yeah.
And everybody's whining about it not having a 2JZ. There's a reason it didn't have a 2JZ.
yeah.
It's
So the
not
2JZ is 1992 motor. Or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not against it. The cool thing about it is that it has a KW suspension, which is
That
awesome.
is really, really neat.
So for people who are buying them to modify it, saves them a few steps. KW springs I'm assuming it's a full coilover system. They gave it the same attention as their Supra GT4 car, which is pretty cool. So they adjusted the camber a little bit to make it more aggressive, have more grip. And they...
Can you pull up a Supra GT4 car?
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
I'm curious to see what their wing looks like, to see if the...
Is that same tiny wing?
Well, I'm just curious to see if it's maybe the final is just going to be like a smaller version or something of it. I didn't even think about that.
No, not at all. Is it a...
No, well, I mean, it's bigger. Is that an actual... Yeah, it is.
Is that a wing? Wait, what am I seeing right now? Am I blind?
Yeah, you are.
I don't even see a wing.
I can read the VIN number.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, that's not even the Swan neck.
No, it's got the Akrapovic exhaust on it.
Akrapovic.
Akrapovic. Akrapovic.
That's how
Akrapovic.
That's how the Europeans say it. Akrapovic.
Yeah, that sounds so cool. Maybe it's because the Australians saying it. But anyway, like was it the final edition that comes with it, or was it the Evo one that did?
It's the final edition that comes with it. It's got pretty cool exhaust tips that have titanium inside, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it looked like the outside was like a brushed titanium, but the inside is like a burnt, which is cool until it gets dirty. So,
which happens
as soon as you put 93 in it, it's
yeah,
it's gonna look like Enzo.
Which, if you're doing anything other than 93, don't own a Supra, especially in a final edition.
What if it's E85?
Well, that's fine.
Burns really clean, and it smells good.
It smells good. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Is that the GT4?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
GT4 Evo 2.
That's not an Evo. It's a Supra.
What kind of wheels are those on that?
OZ.
OZs? Super Legeras?
That's what I thought.
I'm sure you did.
TEs? Is that TE37?
Yeah, man.
Is that the TE62s?
Oh, my God.
Those BBSs? I hate BBSs.
Jeremy doesn't like BBS wheels.
Don't sponsor our channel. I'm kidding.
Please. Well, maybe not, because you guys are going bankrupt.
Yeah, they're going bankrupt. Anyway.
So is Recaro, apparently.
It's for a reason.
And Nissan.
Yeah, Nissan's in trouble.
Oh, God.
That's another thing I want to talk about today.
Why?
Because Nissan's in trouble. There are a few companies that are in trouble right now.
Apparently they have 18 months or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, I saw something.
Dang.
I don't really know.
That's not enough time to make the R36 at all.
That's what's going to save them.
Maybe. I mean, their only good cars are the GTR and the Z. And the Z's.
I don't know. I had a Rogue.
He did have a Rogue, man.
It was.
And let me tell you, look, I'm not trying to brag on John or anything, but dude had WeatherTechs. Okay? WeatherTech. Jeremy, look at me.
Aftermarket.
WeatherTech.
Yeah. Those Recaro WeatherTechs.
You know what other kind of cars have WeatherTechs?
Yes.
The GTR.
So is my mom's Tucson. So
I believe it's pronounced Tucson.
I don't think that it is.
Yeah. It's named after the Aboriginal Hebrews.
I have to say,
Arizona.
the Rogue gave me no troubles.
You had it for 2 weeks. I'm going to keep it for a year, and then
that's the average Consumer Reports guy on the Buicks.
Yeah, did you even make it to an oil change?
Yes.
Are you sure? Like, I don't remember that.
Yes, I got one overpriced oil change from the 5-minute place.
Now
Take 5 or whatever it is.
That freaking drain bolt is 40,000 pounds torqued.
Not his problem.
Well
He's got a
gone.
BMW now that doesn't even have a dipstick.
Yep. Leaks oil like crazy. Just have to keep topping it off.
Man, it's been wrecked too.
You don't even have to change the oil; it just keeps leaking it out.
Exactly.
That's right. You just keep adding to it.
Yep. It's a beautiful thing. So
keeping this
Nissan's
road
in
for
trouble
a year.
because their CVT that they made. Everybody hates that thing.
Garbage.
Seriously. I mean, people love the Altima. I know a lot of people who own Altima.
My parents loved theirs.
Really?
They did.
Those seems to be the people that speed the most.
My mom, yeah, not my dad.
No.
No, he's been retired for like 5 years now, and he still drives like it's a mail truck.
We drove that truck one time and hit 80, and then all of a sudden the wheels were like flying off the car.
What truck?
The Ram?
That's not a Nissan Altima though.
Yeah, but I'm saying that that's how he drives.
No,
so
it's
slow.
fine. We were rallying that thing.
Yeah. We were late one time.
Safely.
And we were in this Dodge pickup truck with my freshly powder coated, beautiful 12-piece wheels.
Thank you, Victor.
Thank you, Victor. And we had like 20 minutes to get home. It was like a 40-minute drive.
We
and
were going to the basketball game. No, football game.
Yeah, and I literally had like the maps out.
My daughter was starting linebacker.
Triple caution, triple caution, triple caution. That was a lot of fun.
Quit playing with your cup.
You can't hear it?
I can't hear it.
No, you can't. Now you can. So anyway, Nissan is in trouble. Stellantis is in big trouble. Why are you looking at me like that? What did I do?
I'm just listening to you.
Stellantis has probably less than Nissan has. But they have every... I mean, if you don't know what Stellantis is, they own every awful brand. So if there's a brand that you don't like, it's probably under the Stellantis umbrella. Is that the...
Who does Stellantis own?
Fiat, Alfa Romeo, Chrysler,
Sorry, Amanda.
Dodge. Do they own Peugeot?
I think they do.
Or Renault?
Peugeot.
Renault.
They might have Renault as well.
Citroen. So one of the European brands. Jeep. Yeah.
Look,
Ram. Dodge.
Look, we gotta pull stuff up. There's Peugeot. Is that Lancia?
Lancia, Vauxhall,
Viper.
Vauxhall?
Citroen.
Oh, Maserati. That's another awful one. Yeah, so any brand that you're like, oh man, I would never buy that. It's Stellantis. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why they don't have much time left.
Opel? Does Opel still make cars?
Apparently so.
Probably $50,000 cars that are made with $5,000. That's pretty. Looks like a Rogue.
What is it?
Is that a Nissan?
It's an Opel.
Oh, wow.
They do still make stuff.
That's kind of pretty. It was funny being in Europe. The Skodas, if you see a car and you're like, that looks like a BMW, but I just don't know like which one, it's a Skoda. It's really kind of crazy.
Okay.
Every Skoda looks like a BMW. It's insane.
That's a really cool story.
Thanks, man.
That's an Opel.
That's really pretty.
I don't like that.
Okay. Cool story, bro.
God, those wheels are terrible.
Are they? I kind of think they're interesting.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Some tension in here.
You said you wanted to have a fight on this one.
Yeah, somebody drank my Yoo-hoo. So.
What are you drinking right now?
Nothing.
There's literally nothing in his cup.
No, it's just for play.
Great podcast.
Wow. Golly. Okay. I also want to talk about TJ Hunt. What about him, Matt?
Hello? What?
TJ Hunt.
TJ Hunt? What about him?
What did he do?
He didn't do nothing.
He did. Free my boy TJ. He didn't do nothing. So TJ Hunt.
Free TJ.
He owns Street Hunter, or is co-owner, or part of.
I know he's a part of. I can't remember if it's just him, like his business.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's made some cool stuff. Like
Yeah.
his kits are really cool. The one for the Supra is really nice. The
Yeah.
one for the BRZs, I guess it's the GR86.
Yeah.
that right there is really pretty.
Oh, those wheels are sick too, actually.
See, it's weird that you like that because I mean I like those wheels, but wow.
Ooh, hey, wowie. Oh, wow.
But you like those other wheels, but you don't like BBSs, which is weird.
Those look aftermarket to me. I don't like the chrome barrels, but
Those
I can get over that.
BBSs are also aftermarket.
Yeah,
anyway,
but they look stock.
but anyway, oh yeah, look at that.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
I love Corvettes, man. I really do.
So TJ Hunt's one of those YouTubers that if you're into cars, you pretty much know who TJ Hunt is.
Yeah.
And like some of the stuff that he's designed, some of the cars that, you know, back when there's the Supra. Oh, and he's got my favorite 7. But anyway, like he's built so much cool stuff, and you know he just wanted to continue that on with the Street Hunter with the Mustang, and that's why he bought the Mustang. And so he makes a kit that looks like the GTD a lot, and Ford gets all butthurt over it.
So
they didn't say he couldn't bring it to SEMA, but he decided it was in his best interest. Him and his lawyers decided it was in his best interest to not bring it there as a showpiece.
right.
So TJ being TJ brings the car anyway and just, you know, has it outside or something. If you wanted to look at it, you could. But
Which everyone did because he's TJ Hunt.
yeah, and see, like and you guys know that I am not a Mustang fan, but look at that. Like,
It's a well-made kit, that's for sure.
and it's a one-off thing right now, so like it's not a production kit or anything like that.
Which I'm sure they plan on doing, to be fair.
I guess it depends on how this goes,
Right.
because Ford has got to be a tough company to fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
you know,
They're one of the 2 companies in the world that's never gone bankrupt, by the way.
It's wild, man. But
So basically, what I've heard is that, Ford basically said, like, it wouldn't be in your best interest to bring it to SEMA.
yep. But he posted a video about it, which maybe we can put a link up to it just so people can see what we're talking about. And, you know, TJ he just seems like a really good dude, like the way he talks about things and his private life, which he used to talk about more. Like, I don't know how much you know about TJ.
Not a ton.
His girlfriend, Sabrina, is fighting brain cancer right now.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, she'll post about it a little bit on Instagram. And she used to be on the videos a lot. And, you know, when all that stuff started getting serious, they just kind of kept that out. And, you know, somebody like TJ could really ride the coattails on something like that and get the, oh, poor
The
TJ.
sympathy views.
Yeah, and you know, he doesn't try to do that. And I respect him for that.
Yeah.
But he does a lot of cool stuff. I do wish that he got back into more, like, building cars. Hey, pull up his the Ferrari he built. It was like a GT3 style Ferrari, and he painted it British racing green.
Mm.
That was such a pretty
Is that
car.
the GTD versus the body kit? Right.
Yeah, like, it's close.
Yeah.
It's close. I mean,
It definitely feels like a replica.
and that should be fine.
It's close enough.
Well, okay, here's my biggest problem with it is, like, you know I love Mustangs.
Do you?
Yeah. But there's no... You shouldn't be able to make one little body kit and it look like your flagship $400,000 car. You know what I mean? Like, if you want the GTD to be so special that people aren't allowed to make conversion kits for it, which people make GC500 kits all the time.
Yeah.
The GC500 bumper is like a big thing in the
There's
aftermarket world.
V6s riding around that look like that.
Yeah,
And
it's
they're
worst.
okay with that. There's that Ferrari.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Those wheels are sexy too.
that whole car.
Jeez.
That whole build series was really cool. That thing is beautiful. He kept it like a month, it seemed like, and sold it.
Wow.
I can't. No, Whistling Diesel bought his Huracan that he built that was also green.
Mm.
But I'm not a huge fan of Diesel, but
I like Whistling Diesel.
I respect him. But
It's hard to watch him destroy things.
But Ford should not be intimidated by a TJ Hunt out there making body kits. Like,
yeah, I think it's
Ford is one of the most legendary. I mean, honestly,
automakers.
yeah, like they revolutionized the whole assembly line and all that kind of stuff. They made all that kind of thing.
They made the first car.
No. Mm-mm.
Correct me then.
They didn't make the first car.
Who made the first car?
I can't remember who it was, but it wasn't Ford. Ford just kind of perfected the production of them.
The assembly line.
Yeah. Who did make the first car? Wasn't it like a
Probably
weird...
Stellantis.
It's Fiat.
Yeah, it was definitely a Maserati or something stupid.
Oh,
Is it going to be controversial?
Carl Benz.
Ah.
Really?
Well, I don't know.
If that's actually Benz.
Look at that mustache, man. Is that our buddy Austin?
I think so.
That's if somebody took Austin and did like what he'll look like when he's...
One of those like AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what is he, like 19? So,
I think Carl Benz is a lot older than 19.
yeah.
Yeah. Carl Friedrich Benz was a German engine designer.
Friedrich.
Was it a Mercedes?
His Benz patent motor wagon from 1885 is considered the first practical modern automobile and first car put into series production.
Wow.
Cool.
That's why the cars look so old.
You know, it's really... it's neat to see, like, you know, because... And this isn't a joke or nothing on you, but like, you know, it's a lot of people think that Ford made the first car. So like the
100%.
Model T is like the first car. But when you start going back and you start looking at like all these other things that were out there first, there's some neat stuff. And a lot of it's really hard to drive.
Yeah.
Like, because I think Cadillac is the ones that came out with the way we have pedals set up now. I think Cadillac was the first ones to do it that way. And then it kind of stuck, but they used to have all kinds of weird levers and shit like that you would have to use to drive a car.
Levers.
Or that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I fully believe that the Model T was the first car.
See, man,
That's incredible.
That's the thing. That's one of the things about cars is there's so much more to it than even one of us know about. There's so much stuff out there, man. Old steam-powered cars and stuff like that. It's just like when people see a Bradley fighting vehicle and automatically assume it's a tank.
Get out of here, Matt. Clips and magazines.
There is a difference. Start with me.
That's crazy. Anyway,
Thank you, TJ Hunt.
yeah. So TJ Hunt's getting in trouble ish.
Nah.
Has
what
the potential
happens.
to get in trouble.
Luckily, he's smart and he's just there's a good side by side.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
But obviously,
similar.
the wing is way different.
Yeah.
And I've seen the GTD in person, and it's bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just looked giant.
It definitely looks. It's definitely going to be very large.
It's not like a Veyron. Like when I first saw Veyrons on TV, I was like, man, it's a huge car. And then I saw it in person. They're tiny.
Yeah,
they're little things, but I don't know. I just think it's ridiculous that Ford's going after TJ just because they're making this kit that looks like their $400,000 overpriced Mustang.
and the fact that you can turn a Mustang into that with a simple body kit is what's I think the root problem.
They have to be upset over that. Like, wait a minute, if they can buy this, you put I don't know $6,000 into a Street Hunter kit with paint, body, and all that, and then you almost have it.
Yeah,
And then you can make it faster if you want to. Granted, you still got a whole lot of suspension and all that
I mean,
kind of stuff.
of course, yeah. And you could say the same about a GT3 to a 3RS.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely. I love Mustangs, like I said, but one of the main reasons I got rid of my GT500 was because it looked just like the V6 down the road, and when you spend that much money on a car, you don't want it to look like
That is a killer. Like, the fact that you had a GT500, you can be sitting at a red light and this dude in his, 4-cylinder now pulls up beside you and looks exactly the same
he's
as
like,
you.
bro, twins.
Yeah, are we? Or my boyfriend has a car just like yours,
Yeah.
and it's a
no,
base
he
model.
doesn't. Your
And-
boyfriend's lame.
But when you have a GTR and you pull up to a red light and somebody pulls up in an Altima,
They're like twins.
yeah.
Samesies.
No, see, that's the thing that one of the things I guess that I've never really considered about the GTR is when you know it's a GTR, you know it's a GTR. There's
Right.
not like, oh well, I have this one,
Right. Unless you're talking R34s.
Yeah.
Bro, I got a GTT. Or a TT. Or a G. I don't know.
I think Ford knows how influential
TJ is.
YouTube and TJ
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
They got
But-
scared.
Like, look
But
at the
why?
freaking. There's a Liberty Walk 720S conversion to a Senna. There's no problem with that.
Speaking of Senna, highly recommend the show. I already told you,
Yes.
John. There's a show about. I'm not even going to try to butcher his first name because I can never remember how they pronounce it.
Probably McLaren.
So McLaren was Bruce McLaren, but I'm trying to think of how you pronounce his name now, and I can't think of it.
Mr. Senna.
But basically, God Sir Senna. Great show. You should check it out, John. It's on Netflix.
What's it called?
Senna.
Oh.
It's about basically how he
Senna.
got started and into F1, and it basically the opening scene kind of shows his accident, like when he died on the track, and crazy.
He's not alive?
Crazy. No.
Oh, didn't he die on my birthday? Didn't we figure that out?
No, you're thinking of McLaren.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Is that the name?
Yep.
Alvtor.
It's AYT.
Oh, Ator.
AYR.
TON.
It's like
Arton.
something like that. Yeah.
Arton.
The show's awesome. Highly recommend it, especially if you're into cars.
So, anyways, there is a 720S to Senna conversion kit, and
I haven't
McLaren doesn't
seen
have
it.
a problem with that. You haven't seen it?
No, I have not.
Can you pull that up, John? It's Liberty Walk.
Yeah, John, earn your money.
Liberty Walk 720S to Senna.
John doesn't get paid.
Y'all are getting paid?
I promise we're not.
You gotta put that. Oh, he's never seen the movie. Dang it.
Vacation, yeah.
What?
Vacation?
Nope.
What is it?
That's not Vacation.
I literally auditioned for it.
Did you?
Yes.
That's not
I'm
it.
pretty sure I turned it down.
You're an idiot.
Well, thank you. I also turned on real
You could have said that line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have been you. We're the Millers.
That? No.
No.
That can't
Maybe
be.
it's not. Maybe it's Pandem.
Is it Pandem and Liberty Walk same thing?
That would make sense.
Let me see. Hold on.
720S to Senna conversion kit.
Take your time, John. We have all night.
But I mean, what I'm getting at is that there's no problem with that. McLaren doesn't care at all. Because it doesn't look like a Senna. Because you can't make a 720S look like a Senna. Because it's that different of a car. Yeah, that is it. That's it. Is it Darwin Pro or something weird?
Oh, Darwin Pro makes killer
let's
stuff.
see.
It's something strange, maybe. I don't know. I thought it was Pandem.
I can't
Liberty
imagine.
Walk.
I can't imagine that. Now that I think about it, I just can't imagine Liberty Walk or Pandem or whoever, like a Japanese company like that doing it.
Darwin Pro.
Darwin Pro. Gotcha.
Oh,
So that's it.
That's pretty sick.
It is sick.
Too bad it doesn't do the doors, but man, that's expensive.
That would be.
I bet that is expensive.
Yeah, it's like a $80,000-$90,000 kit.
Wow.
Yeah, it's disgusting. But it looks great. I don't like the wing necessarily. I just don't think it fits.
That's a bit much.
It's
That's
a
a
little
little weird.
It's a little large.
What in the world?
I mean,
Wow.
that's basically the Senna wing, but it just doesn't fit a 720S. I don't think.
No. The 720S, honestly, it doesn't need anything.
It doesn't,
It really doesn't.
but it does.
Sometimes, McLaren is one of those, like even Porsche, and some of the BMWs. Like a lot of those don't even need different wheels. Like as far as OEM wheels go, I've always thought they had some of the best looking wheels, and McLaren does great wheels.
McLaren does do great wheels, actually.
Porsche has really, really nice wheels. I don't look at BMWs as much anymore, other than what you guys have and whatnot. But
Sure.
I know they used to have a lot of really sick wheels that you could get.
I love the M8's wheels,
See, I'm not a huge fan of those.
like the crazy lots of spoke wheels.
Kind of like what's on Jons.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of those. Now the wheels that he had on his M2, I liked a little bit better.
Yeah,
But when
it's
he
like a
went,
very aggressive, lots of things going on.
Wait, the stock wheels or the aftermarket wheels on them?
I like the aftermarket wheels on the M2 the best, but
Yeah.
I like your stock wheels on the M2 better than I like the ones on the M3. But I also look at wheels, and the first thing I usually think about is that's going to be a pain in the butt to clean.
Yeah, right.
I hate
This looks
cleaning
like
wheels.
Honda Civic Type R people just created this wing.
Like when the FK8 came out and they said, it's like they just couldn't stop designing it.
Yeah.
Because here's the Senna wing.
There's definitely a Senna wing that connects to the sides, though.
That's the best view of the. You're thinking of the GTR one, maybe?
Maybe. Okay, so maybe that's what it is supposed to be after then. But there is a Senna wing that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I see it. Okay.
Yep. But it just doesn't fit at 720S. Even that's a little much on that car, to be honest. But yeah, McLaren hasn't sent them a cease and desist, and they're probably not gonna, because
They don't care.
they make their flagship car a little bit harder to replicate.
McLaren is like, hey, if you can copy it, good
for you.
luck. Yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely, as much as I love Ford, it's definitely kind of sucky. Feels like Ferrari, the whole Ferrari thing again, when they send a cease and desist to anybody who modifies their car.
Ferrari's just ridiculous over that kind of stuff.
It's really stupid. That's
smug, I guess.
I'd like to say I'll never buy one, but I'm not even in that tax bracket yet, so I'm not gonna be the guy that's like, I'd never buy a Ferrari because of that. It's like, yeah, they don't need me, buddy. But
There's
it's
a
just
few I'd like to
frustrating.
have.
For sure. There's not a Ferrari to take over a McLaren. I mean, I'd take a LaFerrari over like a MP412C, I guess. Sorry.
The
So
Ferrari,
anyway,
the Ferrari.
That leads me to my next topic of discussion. Body kits. They're tough to make. Akira Nakai, I believe is his name.
Are we talking about RWB?
Yeah. If you don't know what RWB is, it is a company that makes aftermarket body kits for Porsches.
Catching a lot of hate lately.
Very much so. And listen, I'm not the biggest fan.
I think it's unwarranted.
Yeah, it's not my style, but I appreciate it.
Some of them.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, that one doesn't have one of the crazy wings on it, and that looks good.
And I don't mind the crazy wings, but there are some that like add a crazy wing to the stock wing and stuff. There's like a weird.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like there's some of those wings that he puts on that just take away from it.
Yeah.
They look too gaudy, I guess. Like that right there, I don't like.
I don't mind that. No, I do.
Some of those cars that he makes, and it's just because of that stupid hitch, the tow hitch that he was putting on.
Oh, that like plastic one with yeah.
Well, they were saying, it's siliconed on or whatever, but
Right.
They don't take into account that he was asked to do that just for photos.
Right.
Like it doesn't stay that way. There's been many pictures where people have gone out and taken a video of their RWB and they're like pulling on it. You can pull the car with it and all this kind of stuff because he does it properly.
Yeah.
Just because he doesn't do it the way you would do it doesn't mean he's doing it wrong. The dude is an artist. It's funny to see when people have you seen the videos where the guy's like acting like him and he's sitting there with like a fake cigarette and then he'll like blow this white tissue out his mouth? Like that's pretty funny.
Well, if you don't know anything about the maker of it, super chill guy. He
Legend.
shows up at the freaking venue or whatever, wherever he does it, and he's smoking.
There he is. Yeah, he started that. That's his car.
Wow.
And
That's so pretty.
he bought it wrecked, I think, and decided, you know what, I'm just gonna fix it up how I want to, and then bam, he did that, and now people pay him tens of thousands of dollars to travel the world. And why are you zooming in on his?
He's carrying some
Crotch.
freight right here, man.
I guarantee it's cigarettes.
Yeah, that's 16 packs.
What kind of cargo you got in that thing, man?
He's got some beautiful stuff.
Bro's
It's
got
not,
his CDLs.
it's not like my thing necessarily, but it's catching a lot of hate, and I don't really know
For no
why.
reason, because of that video with the tow hitch.
Right.
Like,
That's I think the
people-
root of it.
People are saying that his craftsmanship isn't good. It may not be like the best, but look at how quickly he's doing these things.
He's
and
pumping these things out like once or twice a day,
people love them, and I think they're killer.
and it's a vibe. Like you get to send the thing to him, and you can watch him do these kits live right in front of you.
Yeah, he'll come.
He's just eye cutting these fenders.
He would come here and do it right in front of us, and I'd love to watch it happen.
Yeah,
I think it'd be neat.
so expensive.
Yeah, doesn't he sell tickets?
Oh, I'm sure he does. Yeah.
I think I heard he sells tickets to come watch him.
Could you look up how much it costs to have him like come and do one for you?
I think it depends on where you are.
Right. I know you have to pay for like his airfare and all that stuff.
Yeah, and he expects you to have the car, the body pieces, and everything painted and ready.
So you like buy his kit before?
Yeah, like you'll get the kit, and then you have everything ready to go, and he just comes and installs it. I mean, if you and I can install a wide body,
Yeah.
man, that guy should be
it'll be fine.
Yeah, I even put a tow hitch on once.
Like screwed it in.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, like you did that on your own?
I'm basically RWB.
Wow.
Yep.
But you did it. You actually screwed it in.
I didn't
just use silicone.
Yeah, I didn't use like silicone. There was no foam
Glue.
holding it up. Yeah, it's legit.
Wow.
And I got one for Charlie, and when the fuel pump went out,
Yeah.
they pulled it with it.
Wow. He actually pulled it.
Held
So
on.
it worked?
It worked, man.
Practical.
Yep. Mechanic.
Wow. Mechanic.
Mechanic.
So
We are.
this says no paint, just to
idiots.
get it drivable. You're looking at about $40,000, but
Not even, that doesn't include his airfare and
you
all
have
that.
to pay for him, his wife, and him and his wife's plane tickets too.
And that's not paint or anything.
Yeah, no.
That seems overpriced.
I don't think it is. That seems pretty fair.
$41,000 for that body kit.
I mean, that's his labor. So yeah, that's pretty fair. The aim game kit on Charlie's car is about $30,000. So yeah, and there's actually less of those in the world than there are RWBs at this point. I think there's only 6 full wide body aim game GTRs out there, and Charlie has one.
I feel like RWBs are just so common now.
They are. I don't think they're so common. I just think it's so popular in the things that we watch and whatnot, and that's why we see them so much.
Maybe. I just feel like when it comes to the modified world,
I would like to see something a little bit different come from RWB. Like,
I'd love to see like an RWB like 992.
yeah, you can't just keep doing this. Which I mean, it's kind of his thing, the air cooled
can.
and all that kind of, yeah. But at some point, you've got to evolve. That's what everything else does.
Yep.
You have to evolve or you get left behind.
Except for Porsche.
Well, even they have, and they just don't do anything with the body. I don't understand it.
Let's just keep analog clocks in our cars.
I like analog clocks.
Yeah, of course you do.
I love
You
watches.
military fiend.
What's that have to do with military?
Clocks.
What?
Clocks are a big thing in the military. Military time. You broke a clock. It's right one twice a day.
Stop it. Stop it.
Topic. What does that mean?
Oh, shit. You need a Yoo-hoo, man.
I do need I need a cake pop.
You're not. No, you don't.
Dude, I eat cake pops and I go crazy.
Oh, my God, man.
So, yeah, I think that's overpriced. Sorry.
It's not.
And RWB Porsches just aren't my thing necessarily.
I feel like in this podcast, everybody's going to be like, what the hell are they looking up at? Because every time I look at you, you're like this.
We have a TV now with
We've had
our
the TV.
stuff, and I'm looking at what John's looking up.
We have it mounted in a different place now.
Right, and so now I'm just staring at it the whole time. So,
we're like,
I apologize for
We're
that, actually.
official.
Yeah.
Ish. We're not.
And our podcasts just keep getting worse, and the views just keep dropping.
It's your fault.
Is it my fault?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
You know why?
Why?
I don't know, man. We should figure it out.
I wish to, man.
Ever since we brought John on, it's just gone downhill.
Mm-hmm. Wow. John over there, sitting all smug with his backwards hat.
Mm-hmm.
It's the M3 that's bringing it down.
Yes, it is.
It's just the front of it.
Kidding. I love
I
the
definitely know what it is when it pulls up next to you.
That's right. I love that up on our board. We have a board that you guys. Well, can they see it? No, y'all can't.
I hope
see
not.
It. Yeah, I
Golly.
hope not. There's some stuff on there you guys can't see. But yeah, we've got half of it's got a list of all the different, not projects, but different things that we need to have done to our cars or do to our cars or whatever.
To-do lists.
Yeah, basically. And when Peanut was doing John's, it says M3, and then it has a green pig, just like Angry Birds, right beside it, and I love that. And I love how she did the TEs. John wants to put TE 37s on the M3, which will be killer.
I did that.
Did you?
I did the TEs.
I like it. I like it.
3 E's.
And then it says Supra in parentheses, the one that beat the GTR, I think is what it says up there.
I thought you had LASIX because that says
LASIX?
I think it
strut
says
bar.
Supra, the slow one.
Yeah,
The slow one.
But I do love that Mustang says absolutely everything.
Yeah. And almost every car under it has wrap, question mark?
Yeah.
So,
There's 2, 3.
yeah, but I want to wrap the Supra and you want to wrap the GTR.
That's
She just
true.
didn't put that under it. Peanut.
That's true. Speaking of the stuff we can't talk about,
Yeah.
we've kind of mentioned that whole thing. We've kind of told you guys that we're working on doing a 19. Did we talk about the car?
A little bit, yeah.
I think we did. 1969 Pontiac Grand Prix.
Yep.
Right?
I think that's how you pronounce it.
No, pronounce it right. Grand Prix.
I learned that from Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. But so, I don't want to go into.
No, we can't say much at all, but
We have a good meeting coming up.
we do. We talked about it a little bit in the past of like why we're going to do this car. You can go watch, I think it's 2 episodes ago. Yep, there it is, unfortunately.
God.
It is an ugly car.
Dude, the only thing that kills it is that V-mounted grill.
Yeah.
It's the 13-foot long hood for me.
Yeah, that'll get it, man. You can land a plane on that thing.
I will say, in person, it looks better. It looks better in gold. Kidding. It looks worse in gold. Nobody wants gold.
What was an actor's name that's in that movie?
Shoot. It was
Jerry Defoe or
Seinfeld.
no, not that one.
That guy from Everybody Loves Raymond. I don't get that reference. I never
I
watched
don't
the
either,
show.
man. I don't like it. But no, it's a movie that Jeremy has coming out with Mr. Josh Duhamel.
Yes. Oh, that's his name.
That is.
Yeah.
Yep. See, I remember.
The man that would literally steal your girl if he just looks at her.
I have a poster of him on my wall.
Do you?
Mm-mm.
I have 3.
Steal me.
Right? But yeah, we got a big meeting coming up. We won't say with who, but just know that it's far it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, just know that the
Everything's looking
project
good.
that we were talking about a couple episodes ago is getting closer and closer.
And there's more and more interest.
It's going to be incredible if we can pull it off, for sure. There's a lot to do. Is that the gold one in that top right corner?
It's like a brown. I don't know if that's it or not.
Can you pull it up from the movie?
Oh, that works too. Oh my gosh. Get that thing off my screen, please.
That is gross.
Oh man. Could we have picked any other car?
Still a better front end than the M3.
The Mark IV Supra was really ugly before Fast and Furious, and people just fell in love with it in the movie. So.
Honestly, it was never an ugly car. It's not necessarily pretty.
I don't like the way that the Mark IV Supra looks at a base. Sorry.
Not a huge fan. Like, I like them, but, you know.
I'm an
Is that the
A90
picture of the two
scumbag.
of them right there? There it is.
Wow.
There's our boy and Jeremy.
Yep. What's that one poster?
That
Jeez.
is not you.
No.
That's not you there.
That's not you.
I don't think
Wait,
so.
is it? No, that is Jeremy. I recognize that side boob anywhere.
Okay.
Here we go. Ready for
Yeah,
it?
there it is.
There it is.
Golly. Josh Duhamel is a beautiful specimen,
He is.
and that car is not.
It's like he was made in a lab by homosexuals.
He is gorgeous, that's for sure. And he's more gorgeous in person.
I cannot wait for people to see this movie.
I know. I'm so pumped. We actually got to see it a couple days ago.
It's so funny.
It is. I'm so excited for it. I think you guys are going to love it.
Yep.
Um,
It's definitely going to be one of those that people talk about. Just
Definitely.
You're, dude, the guy that plays your dad is hilarious.
Him?
yeah.
Yeah. Everything that I've ever seen that guy in, he is so funny because
Yeah.
he's such an asshole.
Yeah.
But he's so funny. But yeah, man. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to give anything away from the movie, but
No. But man, yeah. Anyways, that project is getting closer and closer every day.
yeah.
Um,
Hopefully we'll have an update on that.
next 2 episodes at least.
Yeah, I feel like after this meeting we have coming up at the end of the week, that we'll be able to say, "Hey guys, this is it."
Yeah. We got a lot of work to do.
Oh yeah, we got
So-
to find the car. We got a whole list, but we can't show you what that list is.
Nope. Wow.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
you gotta stop putting him up there, dude.
Yeah, this is getting steamy.
He looks so much like Timothy Oliphant.
So Oliphant.
Oliphant,
Yes.
oily font. I don't know.
Oily Fant.
Oily Fant.
Oily Phantom.
Yeah, they look so much alike.
Well, I have a story about that, but I don't want to say it because Josh told me that, and I don't want it to be like a secret, and then I out it. But they both know that they look like each other, and
What? I don't see it.
How do you not?
there's
see that?
literally a joke in The Office in the Superfan episodes.
Yep.
Where
Yep.
Timothy Oliphant comes in the office
Yep.
and
You're
is
like
it
Josh
Meredith?
Duhamel.
Yeah, she's like, you look just like Josh Duhamel.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys after, but they know that they look like each other, and they are great friends, and they love it because they're both beautiful men. So
They
how
really
could you be
are.
mad about looking like either of them?
Right. What's it like to be those guys?
I don't know.
John, what's it like to be one of those guys?
Asking the wrong dude.
All
I
right.
don't think we are.
No. we're
Okay.
not.
Mr. Forearms.
Timothy Elephant.
That's Josh Duhamel, right?
They look so much alike.
They do, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see it.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh.
see it now. Okay.
And now they both have like the
You know what's crazy?
The hairline's different. I think it throws me off.
Speaking of hairlines, this tracks with what I'm saying. People started this whole thing with are Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey related?
what?
That's exactly what I said. But then when you look at a picture of them two together,
Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey.
please pull it up because these dudes,
All right.
nice. But you can see it like they would be brothers. I'm not saying that one is just as handsome as the other because Matthew McConaughey is one of them dudes, but like you can see it, man. Like
What?
it's there, man. It's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that nose is
Yeah.
very similar.
And they're like best friends. There's this whole thing like they've talked about doing like a DNA test to find out if it may be because there's a whole
Some kind of family tree or something.
there's something crazy about it. Like Woody Harrelson's dad was like a serial killer or something.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's crazy, ain't it?
Let there be carnage. All right. I get it, but it definitely, no offense to Mr. Harrelson, but it definitely looks like father and son.
No, I can see what you're saying there, but God, I love Woody Harrelson. I mean, I like Matthew McConaughey too, but Woody Harrelson is just
Him in Zombieland was awesome.
absolutely.
I
That's
love
exactly where
Zombieland.
I was going to go with it because Tallahassee is one of the greatest characters. I love him.
Just wanted a Twinkie Man.
Glass Castle.
Never watched it.
Never watched it.
He would watch something like that.
Must be stupid.
Probably. All the movies out there,
I
and
don't know
that's
why
what he picks up. Like, Not White Men Can't Jump.
Was Woody Harrelson like hot in his heyday?
Oh yeah.
Was he like the man?
I think, it's subjective, I guess. Because, I don't know.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Stop saying it like that.
Look at that jawline, though.
I know.
Yeah, he's a good looking dude.
Yeah. He just lost his hair. Look at that picture right there, though, the black and white one. Is that him?
That's him.
That's him. What happened?
That's so 80s.
Glow up.
I swear to God.
Glow
Is that
up.
Nicolas
Don't ever say it
Cage?
again. Is that Kenny G? That looks like Kenny G.
I don't know who that is.
I didn't know.
He's a famous flute player.
Not the skin flute.
You cannot say, oh, you don't know who Kenny G is, and then say he's a famous flute player. No, I don't know the famous flute player, Kenny G.
I think he also plays the clarinet. That helps.
It doesn't.
It's the saxophone. He's like the most famous saxophone player.
Yeah, look at that.
Did he do,
Look at him jamming out right there in that one picture.
did he do the...
I don't know what that is. What?
You don't know that? Seriously?
Not the way you're doing it.
Okay.
Man. Yeah, that's a remix. That
You
I
don't
heard.
know Kenny G?
Look at him, dude.
He has an entire Christmas album of him just playing the saxophone.
Yeah, he's like elevator music royalty or something.
Yeah.
He definitely made the song I'm singing.
I don't think he did. What song are you singing?
I don't know what it's called.
Let me look it
No
up.
one does. Yeah, play it again. We'll do the.
Yeah, do a Shazam.
Yeah. Let me
do it,
see.
my man.
Let's see if we can Shazam you. You want to try it?
No,
Oh, come on.
not at all.
Oh, this guy.
There's also another famous saxophone. The
saxophone itself or somebody that played it?
saxophone itself.
I don't know.
No, the famous song with the saxophone. It's a love song. Frick.
Rump
What's a
Shaker?
famous? No.
A Rex and Effect? That's a song, and it did have a
I
saxophone.
promise it's not that one.
There's a girl in a bikini playing saxophone in that video.
It's a.
Pretending to play the saxophone in that video.
I want to say it's called Slow Hands, but that's Niall Horan. That's definitely not.
Slow Hands is a much older song than your Niall Horan.
Okay, you're so cool, Matt.
I'm just saying.
You're so cool. Did you know that was actually based on a book that came out in the 20s?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I don't read.
Frick, what did he make? What's that
I don't
famous
know.
love song from the 80s?
There's a lot of them. Hold on. Hey Siri, what song is playing?
I'm out. That's
Come
all I
on,
got.
come on, do
That's
it
all I
again,
got.
do it again, come on.
No, I'm not doing it.
You were doing.
What is that called?
Do it again.
No.
I know. Hold on. George Michael, Careless Whisper.
Careless Whisper.
I told you that's what Siri said.
Tonight the music seems
Yes.
so loud.
Wish that we could lose this crowd.
Yep.
Wasn't that in Deadpool?
Probably.
I think so.
There's a lot of weird songs in Deadpool.
There's nothing
Why are we
weird.
on a movie kick? This isn't a movie podcast.
I don't know. Somebody's not putting up that.
Topic.
There it is. There it is.
Well, we just hit the hour mark.
Of this train wreck of a podcast.
Minus the first 5 minutes of us talking crazy before we actually introed. So we got another 4 minutes left or so.
People are going to start listening to us just to see how ridiculous we are.
That's kind of the point, right?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't fight today. Let's start an argument.
I drank your Yoo-hoo.
Yeah.
I win.
Frick, what do we talk about? John, you got something? I'd
Jack-
break out my list, but
Jaguar.
Jaguar, I don't know what we're allowed to say about them, but
I don't know enough about what they got going on to say anything.
I just thought they did a logo rebrand and it's stupid.
It is.
Here's
dumb.
their new controversial
Is that a lyric?
concept car.
What is that, dude?
Is that real? That ain't real. Is that real?
Yes, this is their released concept car.
That's like a car out of an older video game.
That's not a car.
What? Jaguar's making hearses now?
Oh my gosh.
That's stupid.
Looks like a stupid
Is that a
Cadillac.
render?
And it's going to be an EV.
Of course.
Well,
it
of
is.
course it is. There's no arrow. There's no grill.
You know, I'm not against EVs, but
I am.
I'm sick of everything having to be an EV. Let's just do hybrids. There's nothing wrong with hybrids. What is going on there?
Please watch that.
We can't play it on here though.
That's their logo rebrand though.
Like I knew that was their new logo, but what in the world is going on there?
I don't know, dude. I don't think that's a car.
I thought he was getting ready to play a Sade music video, and I know you don't know who that is. But what? Okay, that's kind of neat. But
is it though?
It looks like it is, but it's one of those like that's just concept style. Where's the gauges?
I feel like in a world of EVs that gives you a little bit more space in the cockpit, that really doesn't.
It looks like a one-seater. Oh, I see now. That's the middle console.
Yep.
I thought that was the door sill.
So
that was the wall you put up between your brother in the car when you get mad at him.
Out of pillows.
That's
wow.
It looks like the kind of car you would have seen in Demolition Man.
Yeah, that one. With Kenny G, the famous flute artist.
Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes were in that.
I don't know who Wesley Snipes is, but
yes, you do.
Maybe.
Blade.
Oh, okay, got it.
He was in Deadpool.
Yeah.
Whoa, spoilers. Deadpool was incredible, by the way. If you put it off, don't.
If you've put it off to this point, you deserve to be spoiled.
You probably have been spoiled. Yeah. Everything got spoiled.
I
for
hope
me.
so. Good. Should have went with us when we went.
I'm gonna spoil one and calling for you.
Here you go.
I watched it with you.
Dude.
Stop showing it.
We can't go from Josh Duhamel to that.
This looks like Cruella DeVille's car for 101 Dalmatians 2050.
Oh, my God. Cruella DeVille and Cyberpunk.
That's straight out of Wicked. You guys seen Wicked?
Nope. Are you going to tell us your real thoughts on it?
No. Topic.
Topic.
Man, that's rough. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's sad to go from, and I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but the F-Type's a really cool car, especially the SVR version. But to go from that to the abomination that he just showed us.
It's the same thing that pop singers do when they want to go from being a child
JoJo Siwa?
Yeah, to
Oh,
an adult
my Lord.
entertainer.
So
It's the same
Jaguar
thing.
is the JoJo Siwa of the automotive industry. And if that's not the tagline for this podcast, I'm going to be really upset.
You want to get blacklisted?
I don't care.
It's just controversial.
Is Jaguar the JoJo Siwa?
Dude, that girl has lost her mind.
Yeah.
That's just insane.
Yep.
I love her.
Dude, it's such a... Yeah, I don't know. I get what she's trying to do. She's just not doing it right. The more you...
It's sad that some of these people have to go and just be this so outlandish to try and draw the attention to you. Like Lady Gaga and...
Jaguar.
Oh, yeah, Gaga.
Lady Gaga's a legend.
She is. She was actually pretty dang good in the movie with Bradley Cooper. Star is Born.
Star is Born.
Excellent movie.
Bradley Cooper
Was excellent.
sang so well.
Yeah. And played the guitar very, very well.
A Star Was Born. Bradley Cooper.
It's a great movie. And I didn't want to go to the theater to see that, but Ashley, I was like, hey, let's, you pick the movie because we always see what I want to see. And it's like, dang, this is going to suck.
Yeah.
And
Good.
I was into it, man. I really
good.
liked it. And,
Yeah, Star Is Born is great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how we got
Bradley
there.
Cooper's another fine specimen.
He's a fine specimen. He's
no Henry Cavill.
I don't think anyone's Henry Cavill.
Nope.
Man, this is a car podcast.
Yup. Just waiting on a picture of Henry Cavill to pop up here, but that's fine. I'll just...
Here, let me get you one.
That was one thing that got spoiled for me in
He's gonna
Deadpool.
pull his
It would have been
favorite.
so much more funny if it didn't.
so cool.
Chris
All right,
Evans was
here you
awesome in
go.
that movie too. Josh Duhamel,
That's-
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you wanted Henry Cavill, but I thought he was better. So.
You think he's better than Henry Cavill?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
You also got to take in the age difference too.
I don't even care about that. But
That's unfair.
all I picture, All that picture is Henry Cavill coming out of the water in Man of Steel, looking for a shirt.
That's gonna make a joke.
So you're picturing him without a shirt on. Okay.
You dang right. Why is the compressor running around?
I don't know. The air compressor just came on.
That's weird.
Thank goodness we put it in the other room. Good job, John.
Yeah. Thanks, John.
Right here.
Yeah.
There it is, right there, brother. Look at that.
Looking for a shirt? I probably got it. Come to my closet.
And I'll come out with you. I mean,
Now, how old is Henry Cavill and how old is Josh Jamel?
we're getting way too into the weeds on this, man. Like,
This is great.
Henry Cavill is 41.
I'm older.
He's 41? Holy crap. I was thinking low 30s.
You know what I like is the fact that he's a nerd too.
That's what the Google
Yeah,
says.
definitely.
Is
Josh
Jamel
Duhamel
in
is
his 50s?
52.
I thought Josh Jamel was older than that, actually. He does not look older than that.
They both seem very cool people.
Josh
Obviously, you
Jamel
said
is
Josh
incredible.
was.
Probably the favorite person I've ever worked with. Hot take. On a movie set, Matt.
There's cameras.
And off a movie set. He was much cooler than you.
Literally everything about him is better to me, and I get it.
Yeah, 100%.
No, I get it.
And that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I like him better than I like you too, and I never even met him.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
I agree.
You should.
I like him a lot better than I like myself, unfortunately.
It's really loud.
I just turned off.
Some bullshit. Are we done?
Oh, look, I got my my racing chair.
So you be like me?
Yeah. It's a titanium filament.
We suck at this. Please like and subscribe. No.
Well, dude, please like and subscribe.
Absolutely.
That was not a joke.
Yeah, that's not a joke. You're definitely gonna want to, like, if we get this project going.
Yes, we got a lot of cool stuff
my
coming,
God.
hopefully, and we
Yeah.
got a long to-do list of all these stuff. If
We
we
do.
just ever afford any of it. We're not getting paid. So if you want to see cool stuff, then buy our merch.
Oh, now you want to push the merch
At
that you're not even
Halftorqued.com.
wearing. He's not even wearing it.
I am probably wearing it. No, I'm
I'm
not.
literally the only one wearing it right now.
What am I wearing it here?
What about the car show this weekend?
Well, the car show this weekend,
Hey, it's my wait. What is this?
Knuckle Draggers.
Oh, my other brand.
Yeah. Can you get a little further away from the mic while you talk about that?
My other brand.
So the car show.
Yes,
we can
December
talk about
8th,
that.
1 to 4.
December 8th in Bluntville. I think it's 354 Shadowtown Road.
Wow. Nice.
I'm pretty sure.
Good job.
And we are hosting a toy drive.
Toy drive for kids.
But you can also bring warm clothing or non-perishables, things like that, because we're
Preferably unopened, like newer clothing.
absolutely, yeah. Unless it's been worn by Henry Cavill or Josh Duhamel, just
And you bring that straight to our house.
straight to me. Don't wash it. Anyway, we're going to just be donating everything we can to flood victims, because even though the media doesn't talk about it very much anymore, there's still a bunch of people out there in western or eastern Tennessee and western North Carolina, especially around Asheville and Irwin and all these small towns. Some of them just completely wiped off the map. And
It's going to take years to recover.
It is. And the fact that right now, as cold as it is outside, it says it's 28 degrees outside, and there's people living in a tent right now, and there's kids that are stuck in these tents and things, and we can't stand that. So I know it's a toy drive and stuff, but man, it's
All they need is a little bit of joy, though. I mean, that's
something.
Anything else,
And
for sure.
if anybody wants to come out or just donate, hit us up. We can tell you where to donate some stuff if you're local. We can maybe come up with somewhere for them to send it. Just anything. And we're not looking for money, because we don't want to get into that kind of stuff. Because it's not for us. None of that. We don't want there to ever be any thoughts of that kind of stuff. So we just want to do our part.
Yep.
A little bit of help goes a long way. I can't imagine being one of these kids that's going to be basically in a tent for Christmas. And
Yep.
it's terrible, man. It's a lot worse than what people realize right now, especially, look up Savage Freedoms and the work that they've done. Mr. Adam Smith is a hero.
Yep.
And gosh, I get chills talking about that stuff, just thinking about those people out there. It's awful.
So, yeah. Come out on December 8th. Support some local children and
meet us
families.
if you haven't met us before.
Yeah, and if you don't have anything to give or you give in your own time, then feel free to come for the car show.
Heck yeah, come
not a
see
problem
some
at all.
cars. If you got a cool car, bring it out.
Yep.
Come,
Or a lame car.
Yeah, whatever you want to bring out.
It might be a daily because it might be snowing. We'll see.
It's not supposed to.
It's not going to.
It's actually supposed to be pretty nice.
Really?
Well,
Nice.
cold, but nice.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Layer up, boys.
Yeah, come hang out. Say hi. Don't be shy to say hi to us.
No need to be bashful.
Did you just kiss your microphone?
I literally kiss my microphone every episode.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
What's your microphone's name?
Microphone. Mike.
Microphone.
Okay.
All right, we're done.
Yeah, we got a minute left on this card before it runs out and dies.
Oh my God, it's flashing red and
Oh
white.
my goodness. I don't think we deserve to do an outro this time.
Oh my God, we're just.
Like and subscribe. Let us know what you want to see next. Let us know if you disagree with anything.
Always remember, Jaguar is now the JoJo Siwa of the automotive industry. And also remember that I love you.
What does that make Stellantis? Sorry.
Jake Paul.
No.
No, because some people like him.
Stellantis is rich. I mean, Jake Paul's rich.
I was going to say he's
Jake Paul's
rich.
rich.
Yeah, he's an idiot. but
Stellantis is broke.
Whatever. JoJo Siwa.
Something about that. I don't know what's going on.
Hashtag JoJo Siwa. Hashtag Woody Harrelson.
Hashtag Matthew McConaughey. Hashtag Josh Jamel. Hashtag Henry Cavill.
Episode 2 of True Detective. You guys know why.
I don't know why.
You will in a minute. All right, guys.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you for watching.
We love you.